What's up guys, my name and summoner name is AlexJSimpson, and welcome to this week's episode of How I Play, a series in which I show you how I play a different champion each week. In this week's episode I'm going to be showing you guys how I play Nocturne, the Eternal Nightmare. I play Nocturne as a tanky DPS jungler. For my build, I follow TheOddOne's Nocturne build on solomid.net with some minor changes. In this gameplay I start with boots of speed and 3 health pots. I then build Wriggle's Lantern and then my Mercury Treads. I noticed the enemy team's AD champions are a little fed, so I decided to go for Randuin's Omen for the armor, health, passive, and the active. I then build Wit's End for the attack speed and magic resist, and that's as far as I get with my build in this game. Normally I would get Wit's End after my boots, but I thought it would be better for my team if I was to build tankier around mid-game, as Fizz was pretty fed and could carry the team. After the Wit's End, I would normally get Frozen Mallet and then build Randuin's. The link to the TheOddOne's build can be seen in the description below. For runes, I use attack speed marks, flat armor seals, flat magic resist glyphs, and armor penetration quints. For masteries, I use 9-21-0, using the offense tree for armor penetration, attack speed, attack damage, and improved exhaust, and using the defense tree for tankiness. In this gameplay, I am using the Frozen Terror skin on Nocturne as it was on sale this week, and it looks fucking awesome. With Nocturne, I always start at blue, taking the wolves first, then the blue buff. I take a point in my Q at level 1 to take the camps, and at level 2 I take a point in my E to gank. With leveling Nocturne's abilities, I prioritise my Q, then my E, then my W, and I get my ultimate at level 6, 11 and 16. At level 4 I take a point in my W and leave it there for later, because I max that ability last. Right, now to talk about the gameplay. With a point in my E at level 2 I try and gank bottom, but unfortunately Tristana has taken a point in rocket jump and my gank is kind of pointless, and I also get hit by the tower twice, which kind of hurts my jungle. Here I gank mid, using my Q to get close to Kennen quickly with the movement speed boost. I activate Paranoia on Kennen to fear him. Unfortunately he flashes away, but then activates his E, which makes him really fast move into us because of my fear, and then Fizz picks up the kill on Kennen. Unfortunate Kennen. I go top to gank Tryndamere, but Tryndamere is really hard to gank because of his E, and then this guy also had flash, so he managed to get away quite easily. Also, if you looked at my ping during that, my ping was really high. For some reason, I started lagging really hard when I ganked. The enemy team tried to take Dragon, but unfortunate for Kennen, I have my ultimate, so I activate my ultimate to blind them and then use my ultimate to dive onto Kennen and use my fear. Fizz comes in and manages to pick up the kill on him. Kind of, well, he flashes away, is ignited or something, and I try and find him in the bush, realising that I'm an idiot. Anyway, I go back to the action to try and stop Tristana from getting away. I pop my exhaust and use my Q, and it gives Fizz the double kill. I then retreat from the fight because I'm really low on health. Although, my team kind of keep committing to the fight. Ashe flashes over some of the brush here to try and catch up to whoever the fuck she's chasing, I can't really see. Kind of fails. Fizz then goes on to Lee Sin. Lee Sin tries to slow Fizz or something, but then Fizz manages to take him out, which gave Fizz 3 kills from this one fight. Vlad's been losing his lane to Tryndamere because Vlad's pool doesn't actually last as long as Trynd's Endless Rage, so it's an unfortunate matchup. Anyway, I tried to gank onto Tryndamere here, but he uses his E to get away and gets away safely with Flash. A few minutes later I find Tryn in the enemy jungle and I try to engage on him, but Tryndamere is actually a lot stronger than me at this point, so I use my fear on him and then he jumps over me, which is kind of a bad mistake. I pop my exhaust on him so the Fizz can catch up to him. Anyway, Tryn activates his ultimate Endless Rage, which can make him invincible, which is totally balanced. Fizz dives onto him and I was hoping that the turret would be focusing me at this point, but unfortunately it didn't, and I had no mana so I couldn't really contribute to the fight. Fizz engages on Kennen and I use my ultimate to get into the fight here. I check to see the range, and as soon as I see that Kennen's in range, I pop my ultimate, jump to him and use my fear on him. Anyway, Kennen actually flashes away from the fight and Tryndamere starts to focus Fizz. I turn around onto Tryndamere to try and buy Fizz some time to escape. Kennen then comes back to the fight and Fizz realises that he can actually go and kill Kennen. Tryndamere then focuses on Fizz yet again, and unfortunately Fizz falls to ignite. Tryndamere tries to get away, but my paranoia manages to fear him in time and I pick up the kill with an auto attack. I go to farm top lane because nobody else is here. Tryndamere then appears and starts attacking me. I see that Fizz is nearby and use my exhaust on Tryndamere to try and slow him down. Unfortunately don't have enough mana for my fear and Tryndamere manages to get away. Fizz does try and dive on him but then takes a tower hit and thinks twice about his decision. Anyway, I'm just going to speed up the footage here because for some reason Fizz goes to dive Tryn or something and dies, and then I get caught out in the brush by Lee Sin because I've got no mana, I can't fear him, and it looks like I'm just about to die here. Vlad luckily comes to my rescue and I get away on something like 60 HP. I retreat from the fight completely and don't even decide to use myself as bait, as I know that Lee Sin can just Q me or something like that. Anyway, I go to recall here and then I'm just going to watch the fight for you guys. So, Tarek managed to get a stun down on Lee Sin before he gets away and then actually picks up the kill, and Vladimir falls to Kennen. Tarek uses himself as bait against Tryndamere here so that me and Fizz can try and pick up the kill. Anyway, I use my paranoia on Tryndamere and he managed to flash away, and then the rest of his team come and kill us. Unfortunately, we all die, but I think Fizz manages to get at least one kill out of the fight. I spot some of the enemy team in our jungle and I sit in the brush to wait to start the first proper team fight. Anyway, when we see quite a few of them, 4 of them in total, Vlad uses his ultimate to engage and we all attack the enemy team. I noticed that in this fight I was getting focused a lot by Tryndamere, not 100% sure why, because I shouldn't have been his focus, it should have been Fizz. That's a good thing. I mean, that's one of the things I like about Nocturne, he actually pulls a lot of focus. Anyway, I die unfortunately, and so does Vlad, but we managed to get a 2 for 5 exchange, picking up the ace. The enemy team is all mid, trying to take our tower. We get the initiate with the Ashe arrow, which is coming up just now. She initiates onto Tristana, and so do I. I use my ultimate to jump onto Tristana, and then I get hit back by her ultimate. I then rejoin the fight and manage to actually pick up a double kill. One of the kills is on Tryndamere, who I'm trying to keep away from Fizz as much as I possibly can, and then the other kill is on Karma. Fizz did unfortunately die in the fight, but it was a 5 for 1 exchange and was totally worth it. We then use this time to go and take some of the enemy towers. The enemy team start doing Baron, and I can't really do anything to stop it. For one, I don't have Flash, because I always use Exhaust when I'm jungling with Nocturne instead of Flash. And also, I don't have my ultimate to jump through the wall and then go and smite the fucking thing. So I'm kind of useless in this fight, trying to take it through the wall, and I actually totally fail. Anyway, Fizz manages to take out 3 of their guys with just Vladimir. Vladimir retreats from the fight, and unfortunately Fizz goes down. I then focus on Lee Sin, trying to land my paranoia on him, and he manages to juke into the brush, obviously jumping to a ward. I manage to get the exhaust on him, and then I use my Randuin's Omen active to try and slow him down further. Anyway, I tank some of the tower damage, and fortunately Ashe manages to get a kill on him. After taking Dragon, we see that the enemy team is in our jungle. Ashe gets a fantastic initiate here, using her E to spot the team and using her ultimate to stun. I use my ultimate to get right into the centre of the fight, which I think is a really good idea with Nocturne players. Then when in the centre of the fight, I use my Randuin's Omen to slow. Anyway, I managed to pull quite a bit of focus away from Fizz. Fizz gets the triple kill. I managed to kill Tristana, and I think that Tarek managed to kill Tryndamere. Overall, it's a 5 for 1 exchange, winning us the game because the enemy team surrender here. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of How I Play Nocturne. Give the video a like rating, a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more League of Legends content. Also, go and follow me on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week with another episode of How I Play.